All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're taking a local business website and we're going to pull it apart piece by piece. We're going to look at all the subtle, really clever techniques it uses to turn someone who's freaking out about a broken furnace into a paying customer. We're basically uncovering the psychology behind a perfect sales pitch.
I mean, really think about it. It's the hottest day of the year, your AC just died, and you are stressed. You jump on Google, you click a link, and like 5 minutes later, you're on the phone with them. What just happened there? It's not magic, you know? It's a very carefully built structure of persuasion, and we're going to look at the blueprints.
So the very first thing they have to do is make an instant connection. And the best way to do that isn't to talk about how great the company is. No, it's to talk about the customer's world, their specific local reality.
This line right here, that's not just small talk about the weather. This is designed to get you, the homeowner, to nod your head and say, "You got that right." It's an immediate signal that says, hey, we're not some faceless national company. We live here too. We get it. It just builds that instant rapport. And then, look, it gets even more specific. They don't just say it gets hot. They talk about the humid subtropical climate, the freeze-thaw cycles that wreck your outdoor units, the aging housing stock from the 70s and 80s. They even call out the cheap builder-grade equipment that gets put in new houses. Every single one of these is a little jab, a specific pain point that makes a local resident think, wow, okay, these guys know exactly what I'm up against.
So once they've established we understand your problem, they start presenting solutions. But here's the brilliant part. They don't just throw a menu of services at you. They categorize them based on your state of mind, your emotional state.
See, the whole strategy is to meet you where you are. Are you in a total panic because your heat went out and it's freezing? Okay, they've got a path for you. Emergency repair. Their goal is to be the hero, solve the crisis, and earn your trust. Or are you the kind of person who likes to plan ahead to avoid that panic? Well, there's a path for you too. Preventative maintenance. That's all about building a stable, long-term relationship.
And then, of course, you have the third option. But notice how it's framed. It's not an aggressive upsell. It's positioned as the logical, financially smart choice when your old system is just done. It's the sensible solution that they offer after they've already started to build that trust with you.
So how do they actually build that trust? This is really the heart of the whole thing. It's about taking that initial spark of recognition and turning it into real, solid confidence. And they do it by systematically tackling every single fear a customer might have.
Every one of these points is designed to shut down a specific fear. Are you worried they're going to try to sell you something you don't need? Bam. Honest diagnostics first. Afraid you'll be left hanging on a holiday weekend? Nope. 24/7 emergency response. Scared the tech won't know your weird brand of furnace? They've got you covered. Local system knowledge and all brands serviced. They are literally dismantling your anxieties one by one.
You know, the unknown can be really stressful. What happens after I make the call? Who is going to show up at my door? This simple 3-step promise just calms all those nerves. It takes a vague, scary situation and turns it into a clear, predictable, professional process. And that is incredibly reassuring.
Now, you might see a technical term like manual J load calculations and think it would just confuse people. But actually, it's doing something very strategic. It's a signal of deep expertise. It says, we don't guess, we use science. It just adds this layer of professionalism that makes you feel like you're in good hands.
Okay, so at this point, the customer feels understood, they see solutions that fit their needs, and they've been given a ton of reasons to trust the company's expertise. Now we get to the final phase, getting rid of any last little doubts and making it dead simple to take the next step.
Check out how the FAQ section on the website doesn't just list generic questions. It actually voices the exact panic thought a homeowner in that specific area might be having. Using that local context again, Greenbelt's humid summers, it just makes that connection feel so much more personal and real.
And the answer itself is key. It's simple, it's helpful, and it even gives the homeowner something they can check themselves, right? The filter. By giving you actual value without asking for anything in return, the site just builds a massive amount of goodwill. It proves it's there to help, not just to sell. Here's another perfect example. They're tackling a huge source of anxiety for people: bureaucracy, paperwork, red tape. This is a question someone asks when they're getting serious about a big project and they're starting to worry about all the logistical nightmares.
And the site's answer is just so simple and reassuring. It's basically, yes, you do, but don't worry about it. That's our job. It just removes this huge mental roadblock, and it positions the company as a full-service guide who will handle all the annoying details for you.
So, After all that work, building a connection, establishing trust, answering all the scary questions, the final step is made as easy as humanly possible. The site doesn't get cute or clever. It just gives you big, clear, direct instructions. Call now. Request service. At this point, the visitor has been guided so perfectly that clicking that button feels like the most natural thing in the world.
So the next time you land on a website and you just get that immediate gut feeling of, I can trust this place, or you feel this pull to take action, take a second and look a little closer. From the local lingo they use to the way they answer your deepest fears before you even ask, there's probably a very powerful script to play. And that makes you wonder, right? What other invisible scripts are out there shaping the choices we make every single day?